Okay, it says I'm live. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I tried to text Cam, message Cam, but here we are. Okay. So we were going to go ahead and finish this. So I did this before. So I want to go ahead and glue this one down. Wait and see if anybody else comes in. Yeah, I want to go get. See what we got here. So we can figure out what we want to put on here. We got that. That's doesn't kind of match. These are just bits and pieces. So, ooh, that's pretty. Might work. One of these might work. Let's see what one of these does. Let's get this okay. These back in. I'm back. I'm back. Working on envelopes. We're going to work on the envelope things we started earlier. So, I'm going to set this over here. Figure out which one of these I want to use. I think I want to use a green, maybe? Maybe this one. Maybe this one would be pretty because it's got the orangish stuff in it. We'll use that one. Yeah, so I thought I'd come back and work on some of these envelope things to show you how to finish them. So this one will go here, and we want that big, so it'll cover up that. So let's go ahead and cover this up since we're waiting on people to come in. I don't know why that's there. It's over here. Okay. I'm back. Okay, so let's do this. Cover all this up except for the window. So we're just finishing where we left off. Okay. Now we're going to take this. Gonna line it up there. Off of there. Now just pull it. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty there. I like it. That will cover up that one. Let's trim it off. Yeah, we're finishing up our envelope things. And then we'll go to the last envelope. There's that. Now we take our little water pin here. Let's undo the window. So easy with napkins. Yeah, so there's your window for that one. When you use your napkins, if you've never used napkins before, you make sure you take the plies off, the white off the backs. I move my lid. Because some are 2, some are 3 plies. You never know. Just got to make sure you get the. So that looks pretty together, I think. Let's say we want to cut this off here. I think I do. Let's cut this off, this white part. This envelope. Because I don't like it. So it's not showing. Because this is a little extra long. It's so left-handed. Hi, Lindy Kay. Hi, Selena. How you guys doing? We started napkins on my live earlier, and envelope stuff, and we didn't finish. And I was gonna come back to show how you can finish up doing them. I'm gonna cut this off. This is a stacked envelopes. And we'll finish that off. Just cutting these tabs off. We'll cover that up in a little bit. I'll show you how. So we got the first envelope, and it's attached to that. I should have waited and put the napkin on afterwards, but who cares? And then the second envelope is attached to that one, and it's got a heart. And then the third envelope is attached to the fourth one, which we covered up, and we will go in and cover those. And then we have an extra flap here for our last one, which is like that. So we want to glue this down to there. Yeah, or my live earlier today showed different ways you can use envelopes. So this is just part of what we did earlier. So this is finishing up this one, putting this one together. What we do is we decide where we want it. I want to center it. It's kind of lay it down. Make sure they all line up on this end. So then you got your last one here. So then we have to put a napkin here. So let's figure out which one we want to use here. Ooh, this one would be pretty. I lock the green up against that. I do like the green. Do we have any green on here? We have orange, purple. Let's use this green. So we want to cover this. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to use green. So you just take your glue stick like you did on the other one. Do not put glue on your window. You want to put glue on here. It's just glue stick. Do not put glue on your window. That way you can take your... It's just easier to do it with napkins because napkins are thin and you can get around the window. You can undo the window if you want the windows in all your... So what we're going to do is leave this gold edge off. So we're going to line it up here. And we'll leave the gold edge on the inside. We'll line it up there. And we'll line it up there. So, just gonna rub it down. Oops. Yeah, put that crease in there. There we go. Rub it down. That's gonna go like that. And you're just gonna cut around it. Now the back side, what we did was we gessoed over all the wording and stuff on there. And then we put our napkin down. So it'll go like this. And then we can see our window through the napkin. So then we just take our, let's get rid of these. Water brush, or a brush with some water on it. Go around the edge of the window. This is just the easiest way I've found to do it. And you just pull it off the window. Because if you're going to cover them in paper, you're going to have to cut. Either figure out the hole, where the hole is on your paper, or you're going to have to do it in pieces. Which is okay, you can do it in pieces. Which is alright. It looks good that way too. I think I've done some that way. I know I've done some that way. But then you have your window there. That was just easy as pie to do. What? What is the best glue gun? I use this one. This is so cool. This one you can leave out. I just replaced the insides, the glue in the Nuvo bottle. It comes with an extra bottle, an empty one, but it was filled with Nuvo glue. And when it emptied, I just filled it with Maddie's glue. I have a refill of Maddie's glue. And this is, you can leave it open. I've left mine. I have hardly ever closed mine up because here's the lid to it. You can close it up. But I hardly ever close mine up. Usually when I get it out, I'll take this little pointy tool and I'll just clean off the nozzle, because it's usually just right there in the tip where it dries out, because there's a little rubber thing in there that stops your glue from seeping out. See, it goes down on that silicone thing and your glue won't seep out, but it's always ready. I love the thing. It's awesome. It's My Sweet Petunia, Nuvo and Sweet Petunia. It's really cool. I love it. Yeah, it's really, and it's trigger. You don't have to push on a bottle. It just comes out. You just see. I can lay it down here for a few minutes and it'll be fine. So there's that one. And then we got to do the back. So what I was going to do was I was going to make like a front and a back cover. You don't have to. You can just leave it like this. This is just like stacked envelopes. See, they're covered on both sides. You have your little windows. And then to get into them, like this one, I would glue down the edge here because it's coming unglued. Yeah, I wouldn't put, I don't know, I wouldn't put tacky glue in there or art glitter glue. I keep my art glitter glue in this. I use this one for glue that you can reposition. It gives you time. It doesn't instant grab. That's what I use that one for. You need to trim off all your edges, make sure everything's nice and neat. Like I said, this is just a prototype I was showing everybody how to make. And you would do it with much more, you would coordinate your papers and all that stuff. But I'm just doing it with scraps I have. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they get bigger. Now, you could use smaller envelopes to get bigger. These are just used envelopes. These are just mail envelopes. So I don't want that showing. So before I put a front and a back on this, I want to cover that up on the inside. I don't know how I'm going to do it though. I don't know how I want to, you know what I mean? I don't know how I'm going to want things to go in here. See, do I want it to open there or do I want it to, probably this one, yes. So I would just slide another piece of paper in there like this. Let's see what's on the front there. Let's say I wanted to get rid of that there. I would just take a big piece so it would cover this whole thing. But that would be my insides. I take a big piece and just do the whole thing because I want to cover this up too. And plus it'd make it sturdier. So let's go ahead and do that. What do we want to go inside? Do we have a piece over here we could use? Yes. Let's use a piece of this. So I want this to go inside. So I just want to measure and mark. So I want it to come out to there. I'll show you how to do the front and back cover here in a minute. So I need to cut this. Oh, come on, Lisa. Where's your mark? Can never find my mark where there it is. Need to pay attention. Pay attention. Okay, where are you? Uh-oh, did I cut the wrong end? Did I make a mark up there? Need. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. There it is. So I'm going to do that. So this should slide in there. Maybe. You don't want green showing. Green showing this way. So this is going to go in here. And we are going to glue it down. What I'm going to do is I am going to cut these at an angle. Because they're longer than the envelope behind it. So there, I cut them at an angle. And I'm going to take this, do the edges. So you'll just figure out how you're gonna do it. It's pretty much self-explanatory. And you're gonna put some glue down and then glue it in. So you want to use the glue that you can move around. So we'll use this glue. We don't want to glue where the window is. So I want to see where the window is. Don't want to put any glue on that. We'll just glue this side. We'll just glue this side for now. Okay, it's going to slide in there like this. You're going to adjust it where you want it. It's stuck to this side. See, there's your window. It's stuck to this side. So I am just going to trim this off a little bit, I think, because it's, if I glue it down, yeah, I need to trim this off a hair. Because it's sticking. We're going to trim it off of here. And you could do this before, and then we're going to glue it down to here because we don't want this opening here. I don't want my opening here. I want my opening in the front. So that's glued down, and we're going to trim up the corners with the rest of it. And if your napkin is coming up, you can just re-glue it. Like I said, I didn't do it perfect because I just wanted to show how to finish it. Kim, you want to come on with me? I sent you an email or a message. Yeah, I came back, Kim. We were doing envelopes. I sent you a message. I was going to ask you if you wanted to come on with me. Yeah, this is just an envelope stack. So there's the inside of that one, and that's glued shut. So we're not going to use that as a pocket. If I want to open it, I can cut this side open, or I can cut this open, or I can cut this open, or I can sew across here and then have a pocket here and cut this open, cut this open. It just depends on what you want to do. Okay, so this doesn't need anything. This doesn't, this doesn't, this doesn't. This needs something on the inside to cover up that. So I think I'm just going to glue a piece of napkin down in there. And I think I want to do just a scrap piece. Oh, you just got home? How'd it go? Go okay? I was wondering. That's what I asked you on your, when I texted you. I think I want a piece of this in there. Yeah, I'm just going to use up some scraps. Yeah, just make up scrap ones, you guys. Don't have to be. Use your scraps. The heck. Surgery's on the 23rd. Oh. Yuck. I think my doctor's appointment's on the 23rd. I think my new pulmonologist is on the 23rd. See, I just want to put enough on there just to cover that if there's nothing in the pocket in here. You see that heart? Or do we want something darker? We could use that. We could use a piece of, ooh, let's do this, guys. What do you think? A piece of this? Think it's too dark? Or do you like the green? I think the green. I think the green goes better. Green for the heart. Yeah, me too. So let's see if we can get in there and put some glue down. I'm sure we can. Sure we can. We can do it. You can do it. Oops. Oops. Still not far enough over. So you lift it and reposition it. Come on. Let's just do this. Stop. There. Rub it down. And we got the inside of that. Let's let that dry out before we rub because there's extra glue in there. Now see, nothing will grab a hold of that if we use that as a pocket, because it's so thin, nothing will snag on it. Yeah, green. It looks cute, doesn't it? Green heart. I think it looks adorable. So then I'm going to leave that open for now. So this one, you can't get in it from there. You can get in it from here. So I think I'm going to put something on the inside. Maybe we should use green again because it matches that. Put something on the inside there and then close this end up because I don't want to be going in this side. I don't know. What do you think? I think I'm going to have to use paper because that's too far in. I have to use a piece of paper to go in there. So, where is it? Choose right here. This one. So let's find a piece of paper that, let's do this one. Almost perfect. Almost. There. That's pretty. That is so pretty. Ooh, I love that. Let's use that. So let's put some glue on it. On this side. And we'll slide it back in. And we will slide it towards the front because we'll open it. If we open it, we'll open it from the front. So let's go ahead and set it all the way to the front of the envelope. All right, rub it down. It's in there. Yeah, it's in there. Make sure the envelope's not glued together. Just like that. So there's that one. Let's see, we got that one covered, that one covered, that one covered. Now this one, you have to go from this side too. So we'll use another piece of paper, it just makes it sturdier. Let's see if we got a scrap here. If you put purple on the inside, because then that'll bring purple. And I don't like purple. Red, it's the same as that. I just want to use these scrap pieces. I don't know. What do you guys think? This? I think this would work great. I think so. Thanks. It's K & Company. It's an old package of K & Company. So let's just go ahead and cut a piece for inside here. We want it to be about right there. So we don't have to cut off the width. So cut off the length. And then we got to cover the back. So this will go on the inside like this. Do we want the red? Let's put it in there and see what you want. We want the red. There's the red. Or we can turn it over and do the green showing. I think the red. It's this one, Pam. Let me show you. It's an old K & Company designer paper, double-sided. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I think I have another one too. I think I had 2 of them. Yeah. And then I also have this is cardstock. It's 100 and what is it? Doesn't say what GSM it is, does it? I don't see where it says it. Anyway, it's heavy. It's heavier weight cardstock, and then because I have that with the cardstock double-sided, and then I have this. Oh my goodness, that's K & Company. It is just regular paper, not double-sided. It's your thin K & Company. You get all these designs. It is 360 sheets. Susan Wing It. And it's like this. And it's just thinner paper that you can use when you don't want really thick stuff. And I don't think, is K & Company still in business? I don't think they are they? Yeah. It weighs a ton. So I have those. I know. I loved K & Company. They made this one pad. I had to go buy like 6 of them. Anyway, I think we're going to use the red because it just spaces the red. So we will put glue on this side. We'll stick this. If you wanted to, suppose you could add papers to these and make it like a journal. So we're going to stick it in like that. We're going to push it all the way to the front because this is going to be closed up back here. Stop. Get in here. Okay. All the way to the front. You gotta rub it down. You gotta try to get the glue off of your hand. You're going to go in and make sure that your envelope's not stuck together. And then we're going to cover the back. We're going to make a flap on it. This is going to be, I think we'll use this as the back. Use this because we have the butterfly on the inside on one of the pockets. So we're going to make this here. We're going to add about 1/2 inch or 1 inch so we can make a flap. So we can add it to, so we can make a front and a back. Cut it there. So this will be, show you what I mean. It's crooked, I can tell that already. Where's the mark? There it is. So this will glue onto here, like this. Then we'll have a flap. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Like I said, I'm not doing this perfect. I would do a much better job of gluing corners and edges and stuff if it was what I was going to use. I'm just doing it as an example. So there we have our stack of envelopes that are all covered now. And the insides, oops, see, I shouldn't have did that. Okay, so let that dry a minute. So you would do a much better job. And then we're going to take it and put it on our thing here. And we're going to do this is going to be your flap to add your front and back to. I see it's crooked, but I don't care because it won't be showing. Now we need to make a flap for this. Where's the purple? No, there's some more. Let's don't use purple. Let's use this. Let's use a piece of this. We'll add it to here. And we're just going to cut here. And then make a two-inch strip. Fold it in half. What's everybody else doing? You're gonna glue this to the inside of that. Like that, so you'll have a flap. So just take your glue. Besides watching me. Yeah. So we just have our flap there. We got our front flap and our back flap. So this is the front. I suppose if you wanted to, you could add tip ends and stuff like that in here. But let's make a cover. Let's say we want to make a, let's see, what are we going to use for a back and a front? Because there's our flap for the back. It's our flap for the front. So when we figure out what we want to use, we'll just glue them down that way. What do we want to use? I know these are big envelopes. That's why I said you could use smaller ones. You can use a stack of smaller ones. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to make a front and back. Let's say this was going to be our cover. Sorry. Say this is going to be our cover. I would take it and I would make me two. Use this thing. One of these. What do they call them? Jeez, Kim, what do they call them? Anyway, you would give yourself what? About, I would say about 3/8 of an inch spine. Scoreboard, yes. I would find my center and then I would go out and make it 1, 2, 3/16 and then 1, 2, 3/16 on each side of the center. Because this would be, see, this ain't big enough. I need something bigger. Which I have bigger paper, but I don't want to dig it out. But you would just find your center. And then do your spine. Just, score 3/8. And then you'd fold this over. So when you got your spine, you could center this on your spine area. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room. And then you glue down this side and this side. And then you'd have your cover. You'd, cut it off to what size you need. You'd have your cover and these would stay in there. But before I did that, I would close these up here that are open. Because you're not going to use them. I would go ahead and, if any of them is open, I would go ahead and close them up. Because I'll finish this later. I think I'll do it and use it as a giveaway. Finish it up. Well, I don't know. It's my prototype. I should probably keep it. If any of them are open in the back where the spine is, you want to close them up. Like this one. Because you can take them and open them up on this side. Like this one's already opened. No, it's not. It's just, you can cut them open. Like this one's opened already. Or if, say I want this to stay, I don't want this to open at all, or I do want it to open, I could just open this side. But that's, you know, that's up to you. If I wanted this to be a pocket, I could sew across here or glue, open this whole thing, glue across there, have a pocket here and a pocket there. I could just open the top, sew across here, glue across here. You know, it doesn't matter. You could do whatever you want. But if you have ones that are open in the back, you want to make sure they're closed before you put your, see, they're all sealed. Yeah. But that's how you do it. Thank you, guys. I know, isn't it cool? You could just do all kinds of stuff. And you could just take different envelopes. We'll say, hold on, let's get this out of the way for a minute. Oh, so much stuff laying around. Driving me crazy. Okay, so say I got these envelopes here. Okay, so I don't want to make one that big. I want to make one with these littler envelopes. Okay, so I want to use one of those. These don't have windows. And then some of them I wouldn't even have, if I wanted to leave it red, I could leave it red. So it gets a little bit smaller. And then we go even smaller. And then we go yeah, that's not as small. That's not too small. Hold on. This one here. This in here. And then a real small one. So I got 5 there. If I want to do 10, I just start with a gigantic envelope. So I would just start, and these, you know, they just get bigger as you go back, or smaller, or whatever you want to call it. And you would just, so it's a stack. You could stack them like that. You can make it so when you stack them, they're all like that. Or you could do like I did and center them up. Or you could take one up here. You could take one down here. And you could put one up there. It just depends on what you want to do. See? It just depends what you want to do. So you can use smaller envelopes. If you have really small ones, you can use really small ones. Okay? So just start stacking them and using them. Okay, so the next one you want to decorate. I think I want to do this one. No, not that one. This one. So we did the stack. I think I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do this one or not. This is just 3 of them put together. Like that. I made a hinge here. And this one has it tucked inside there. I glued it inside there. You can take and cover these. You'd want to put your, finish off your insides first. And then, yeah, especially if you want to use it. But this could be like a little folio that goes with your journal, or you can have it so things flip out, flip up, you know, whatever. And if you want it to be fatter, you just leave a little extra room when you're gluing them. Like this hinge here, you could separate them a little bit. That way you could add more stuff into them. And then you wouldn't shove this all the way in. You'd have it, you know, a little bit of space. So you cover that one like you do that. This one is the 2 that are put together with the flaps. They have the flaps together. So then you would just add your sheets of paper to this flap. You'd sandwich paper there and there, and you'd have 2 sheets of paper. You know, you could sandwich stuff in between them, or a sheet of paper, or you could even do another envelope in the middle. Just depends on what you want to do. You could put a piece of paper here, piece of paper here, and you'd have, you know, a center. Then you have a pocket. You can do all kinds of stuff, you guys. Okay, and then this one, let's do this. I think we're going to do this with some napkins. Let's do this. I'm going to show you. Let's say my belly band is going to go in this journal here. Okay, so this one, I haven't even got these listed yet. So this one goes here. So I don't want it that tall. So I'm going to have a belly band like that. So I need to mark it off. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I just need to cut it off there. Because it's too tall for my journal. So then I'll just glue it back together. Ooh, would have been cool too. Would have been cool to fold it up and make a little pocket. Wouldn't it? So I just glue it back together. Yeah, you could have folded it up and had a little tuck. Or depending on how big your book is. So then we take we'll add some stiffer paper on the back of it. Let's say we want to do this. We take our glue stick. Do I have another one of these out? Don't think I do. Don't glue where your window is. This is going to be your belly band. Okay. I'm going to take this, lay it on there, glue it down, cut around it. Because you want to make this sturdier, you're going to use a thicker piece of cardstock on the inside for the backing. And you could cut it if you wanted to cut this with decorative edges or, you know, whatever. Let's just glue this down. You know what I mean? You could cut it out of your envelope with decorative scissors or tear it or whatever floats your boat. So we have a window in here. You can barely see it through this dark red stuff. But you're going to take your water brush. I can see it. I don't know if you guys can. Can you see it? I don't think you can. I can see it. It's right here. See, it's right there. You're going to unglue your window. And then you're going to, if you wanted to, you could, cover up Let's do this. See how it come loose there? I didn't get any glue on there. So then we're just going to, it doesn't matter if a little bit of that white is showing through. It really doesn't matter. Nothing's perfect. It's just a junk journal. Well, Kim makes beautiful junk journals. Hi, Deb. So we could actually, I would just take some ink and rub it on there, hide it. You could take this fish there. Lots of fish. I don't want fish. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. I gotta be able to see where my fold is. Can't see. Blind as a bat. Oops. Okay, cough drop time. Asian vibes. Yeah, it does kind of, doesn't it? Cut that off. Okay, what do we like? This. Stop. Oh, gotta cut it off a little bit more. Because I forgot we glued it down there. We could do that. Or, I think the other side would be better. We could do this. I think the green showing through would be better. So let's glue this down. This will be your belly band. Excuse me. Oh, my throat. This is glue that allows you to move your paper before it actually sticks down. But there's your belly band. Now, you could put it on your page like this, and you would have a belly band behind there. You could cover that up too if you want to. A belly band there with the picture shown through, or you could actually just sew across it, or you could just seal it up and make it a shaker. But I wouldn't. I think it'd be cool as a picture. Put a picture in there. I think it'd be cool as a belly band because you could stick something behind and then you could stick something in there and have it showing through. So there's part of your envelope that will make a belly band. And then this one here. Oh, geez. Hold on just a minute. I'll be right back. I gotta turn around and do something here. So you'll hear my sewing machine. So think nothing of it. I got white thread or cream thread in it. here in just a sec. Okay. So I have this here, 2 envelopes. And if I was smart, when I had it open, I would have covered this up. But this is just an example. So you could take your envelope windows, sew around them. I'm gonna do the corners and put shaker stuff in them, you guys. Come on, you shaker stuff in them. It's a shaker, and then they can write on the back. You tuck it in your journal. There you go. Me, I would sew down the middle and have 2 different, because it's a double envelope. You just sew around it. Put your stuff in. I would sew down the center, put 2 separate ones, and then sew across the top. So I thought that would be cool. And it would just fit in a pocket. Like a tag. Because you wouldn't want to put too much in there to shake. You know what I mean, Vern? Thought I'd show you that. What else? Oh, I showed you this. This is just an envelope folded over. The folded over envelope. So you could see. There's the envelope part. It's just a big envelope like this. Fold it over. And then decorate it. Or this way, if you want to use it on this page. You can flip them in. You can have them flip in and decorate the back. I would put it like this. Just glue around there and there. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets that you could stick stuff in. Or if you wanted to, you could hinge it in here. And you could tuck them that way. Or this side. If you wanted to, you could make one to go across the bottom of your page. Like that. Just use your envelopes. They're a billion and one things you can do with them. Oh man, hold on. Let's do this one of these that I haven't shown. Let's do this one. Yeah. So this is your first envelope. I'll show you how to do it. I got 10 envelopes here that are the same. So this is your first envelope. You're gonna lay this back, and you're gonna lay your envelope like that. So your next envelope, you're gonna take, it's like this. You're gonna take the flap, fold it back, stick it in there, and glue it. So let's do this. The way it gets rid of just slide it in there. These are all the same size. So there's your first one. Okay. So then you're going to take your next envelope. You're going to fold the flap back and do the same thing 10 times, or however many envelopes you want to use. You want to spray these, you want to jelly print them, you want to, whatever you want to do to them beforehand, before you use them. Like Devin's a master at jelly printing, so she would jelly print some and then use them. That'd be cool. You just want to make sure you get them lined up right. When you put them together. See, now that's off. Make sure you get them in there right. Okay. So then you take your next one, hold the flap behind, do it again. You could spray them, you could use jelly prints, you could use, what else could you use? Get your inks out, you could ink them, you could stencil them, you could, there's all kinds of stuff you could do to them. Jeez. And your next one. Yeah, there is a ton of options. Well, you're going to have to watch the earlier one. I showed all the other ones that I've made before. We've done this before, haven't we, Kim? Haven't we made an envelope journal several times? I think I gave them away. I think I had them as giveaways. Oh, geez. See, now it's sticking and I don't want it to stick there because it's not right. Okay, let's do this again. Glue's drying too fast. And you open your envelope. Just be careful to get it lined up right. Like this down in there. Yes. Now, yeah. Hi, Dana. No, it's the Petunia, my Petunia one, and Nuvo's, and my Petunia joined forces and made these. So you get 2 bottles. You get one full when you first get it. It's Nuvo glue. And you get one empty. It's got a different tip on it too. It's got a smaller tip. But what it is you got your lid there. And this has a little tiny, that pink thing in there is Teflon or whatever you call it. And you can leave it open and sit it in there. and it keeps it from coming out, and then your glue's ready. They say when you're done with it to put your cap on and leave it. I don't ever do it. If it gets hard, I take my little pointy tool and clean it out, the nozzle, because it's just a nozzle. And then when I used all the Nuvo glue, I ordered refills of Maddie's Spectrum Art Creations glue. You can get the big bottles refill. I just refilled it with it. And it's glue that it's not like art glitter glue that instantly bonds. It allows you some time to move stuff around. But yeah, it just sits in there like that. And you got a trigger here, or like a handle like a gun, and you just squeeze it out. And it's so cool. Do not put extra thick glue inside this thing. Right, Kim? I think because Kim tried Fabri-Tac in it. No, it'll break. It'll break your bottle. It's too thick. It gets too thick. So then you just keep adding your envelopes. So when you're done, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got 4 more to do. Let's do these 4, and then I'll show you how I would finish them off. But I would take these and spray them or ink them or use magicals on them or whatever. Jelly print them. Jelly printing would be fun to do them. Do an art by Marlene. I think I did an art by Marlene with envelopes. Three more. And then you don't have to use them as pockets. You can cover up the opening so it's not an opening. Like if I wanted to not have this as a pocket, I just cover it, the whole thing. Cover it up. This one. Sorry. One more, last one. The last one, I'm going to leave it normal. And I'm going to glue it this way. I'm not going to flip the thing back. I'm just going to have a normal envelope. I'm not going to flip this back. And I'm going to put my glue on this side. So it's going to go in like this. So there's that. Then you just want to try and straighten them up a little because they do get out of whack because you're not perfect. And then I would just take the flap on the front. See, this is the front. I would just take it and sort of score it like you got a little bit of room here. and then wrap it. See how I just scored it? Made it go around, and then glue it to this. So what I would do is I would just put some glue on this little, where you scored it, and on this. And there you go. Put a front and a back on it, and you got, or just put a cover on it, and you got all those. See? You got all those. That's it. And then you could decorate it any way you want. Like I said, if I didn't want one of these as a pocket and I just wanted it as a page, you could add flip outs, you could add flip ups, you could add stuff that flips down. So you wanted to take this, flip it down. It was shorter than that though. See, then you could do it with ones with windows. You do the same thing. And then you could do this one with the spine, where we just made an accordion, cover it in fabric, and you have one glued to that side and one glued to that side. You could stick something in there. You have two on each mountain here. One on this side, one on this side. So then you just make a front and a back for it. And like I said, it would make, you could do it like I did it on here. I just had these fish because it went with the sea thing. I got my glue or my waxed linen thread and glued them underneath the fish. Covered this in some fabric. And then on the back cover, I added holes and these are brads. The anchors are brads, and these are just cardboard things that I made look old. But then you can undo them. I showed this earlier. You can undo them, and it will expand however big you need it. Say I fill this journal up, I put tons of stuff in it, and it needs to be this big. Because see, it's just got signatures in where the valleys are. The valleys is where the signatures are sewn in. And then when I sewed the signatures in, that's all you do is you do that, and it's pretty simple. So say it's this fat now. Okay, so I don't need it any fatter. So I would just go ahead and loop these around. And that's as fat as I need this journal. Oops, I don't want to go underneath my brad. You might want to glue your brads down. I'll go underneath this. See? And it holds your journal together. And then on the inside, where the signatures are sewn into I glued them at the top, or tied them at the top, and then added those on the outside. So you can have some dangles off your spine. That's it. But you could do the same with envelopes. I love this journal. This is my favorite, all-time favorite. It's because I love anything to do with ships or ocean, or, well, not really ocean. It's just ships. The big mast, the sailing ships. Man, something about them. I just love them. Isn't that cool, though? Yeah. I got all kinds of stuff in here. And these pull out like an accordion. Yeah, this is a cool book. This is a cool journal. I love it. 1835. Piece of ledger. Yeah, I put some tabs on these. That goes up there. These are maps. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. All this stuff needs to go back in it. Needs to go in it. I haven't put them in there. But the front one is a pocket. Yeah, it's just fun. Just fun stuff. Yeah, it's like a treasure book. So, is there anything else you want to learn? Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you other ones I've made since maybe you weren't here earlier. Out of envelopes. These are the old ones. There's another video on my channel that shows how to make this stuff here. This is an envelope. I just put napkin on, added this. Added some paper in there. This is a tuck, this is a tuck, and you add it to your journal. This is a whole envelope almost. Just rounded the corners. Added paper, added this extra tuck on the front. This is half of an envelope. Just decorated it, put a notch, and you glue it to your journal page, whatever. This is a long envelope folded over. So you have a pocket there, and a pocket there. Now, if you wanted to, this would sit on the journal like this. Like this. You can tuck stuff in, or like this. But you can also make them so they go this way. Make it left or right. Or you can make it so it goes up and down. It just depends on what you want to make it. This one is made from a folded up envelope. And you undo this. And you open the little flaps, and you got a little notebook. It's just stapled in there. Extra little papers. Take it right in. But cover your envelope before you fold it up. And add your paper, or you'll never be able to make it look right. And this is just folded up, covered. This is just 2 tabs I made, glued them on the back, added brads, and then cut the end of the brads off with my cutter so they were shorter, and then just folded them out and put circles, punch circles on it. So then all you do is you add your little string, and you just string it up here. Well, let's see, your string's supposed to stay on there. Okay, well, your string is supposed to stay on there. You need to use wax linen so it doesn't pull apart like this. This is just cheap string. But you're supposed to use wax linen thread. That way it makes it easier See, you just do that. There. So it's just an envelope. I get my pieces out of the way. And then these are just all envelopes. And then we made these. Some of these are made from envelopes. This is just an envelope made to look old. It's not old. I just, like I showed them, I have ones ready to make, ready to go. Just made them look old. Roughed up the edges, torn them, folded corners, ripped off pieces, added fake addresses. Then you add your stamp from wherever, and your postmark, and your junk to decorate. And you just glue it down to your page. And it's a pocket there, and you could put one behind. Or you could do, and then we did letters. Here's the little letters that we did. We actually did letters that people had used. Already. I just added some napkin decorations on them. See, there's that one, that one, that one. They get bigger. You can make them big ones. You could turn them sideways in your journal if you wanted to. I would decorate it different, but these are just little letters. The cards or something came in, and I just added little pieces of napkin. This is just an envelope that I decorated up, so you could add it as a tip in. Same way with these. And they're just all, you do whatever you want. Yeah, you remember doing these, Kim? I remember doing them. Yeah, there's another video on here that has me doing all these. Showing how to do all these. Yeah, get your stuff out and have fun with your envelopes. You can make it stuff ahead. I mean, heck, I'm going to use a lot of this stuff in these 3 or 4 journals down there I got to do. I got everything ready for them except for they're not sewed in. These are ready to go in my shop, but I still haven't put them in there. See, these are I made ahead of time, so I have them ready when I want them. Say I'm making a specific color, or I want a specific color. These are flows. I made them into flow journals. So you get, yeah, pocket on the front and the back. And this all comes out, and you can use it all. I got to get them in my Etsy shop. There's a bag. Put a tag in, decorate it. Yeah, these are flow journals. I just used one of those film strips. There's 1 and 2. It's just a tuck. And I got 2 of these flow ones. But you could take it all out and use it in your own journals. That's a tuck spot. That's fabric on cardstock, and then I ran it through the embossing machine. Looks pretty cool. Look at it. See the pattern in it? It's pretty neat. There's this one. And this one. This one's a travel flow. Look at this cool one. Yeah, see, I could take any of this stuff and use it as a stupid pocket or anything. See, I made that out of Maddie's printable she gave us. And it's just a pocket. It's a paper clip somebody sent me. Yeah, this is all travel stuff. Well, it's not all travel, but you know. This is a flow journal too. There's lots of ephemera and stuff in it to use. Yeah, I got to get them listed. And then I got to get, I'll show you the three that, yeah, there's only three. There's this one. I got all the papers and everything. I got the signatures ready. There's this one. See, they're all there. Just got to get it put together. It's going to be hidden spine. This one. There's all the papers for it. It's extras. Yeah, there's that one. And then there is the third one. Just don't have, there's not enough of me that needs to be finished. So there's this one. It's just not enough of me. Yep, so there we go. That one's got that on the back. And there's my spine. So just gotta do it. Yeah, I've had these. How long have I been working on trying to get back to these, Kim? Quite a while. So next week, I think, Kim, are you going to be here next week? Let me know. Because if you are, depending on what you're working on. See, I made this. This is a tag. I did a video on all this stuff too, you guys. Making this stuff. Look. This goes over the top of a page. You have a belly band there, a pocket there. Let's see. This you could stick something in. This is a pocket. And then on the back, you could fold it over the top of the page, glue this down on the other side of the page. Then you'll have a tuck spot. And then on this side, you'll flip it up and they can write on it. It's pretty simple, like this. Yeah, I did this on a video too. Like I would do it like this. Put it on my page. Glue here and here across the top. So then I would have my tuck spot up there. And then over here, I could flip it up, right on it, and I still have a pocket and a little tuck. This is just another envelope that I did. This folds up. I'll show you that in a minute. This is a tag that just has 3 different spots that you could tuck stuff in. This is just folded down, and then added 2 pockets. See, that's folded down. That's folded down. So that's a pocket, that's a pocket, and then you add the two. That's it. It's pieces of paper. This is there, 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 and there. What it is this is like where you would take a piece of paper, fold it over, you know, this is thinner paper. You have this tunnel here. That's what this is. It's just folded together. And then you fold this one up instead of inside that one. So this one just, I'd have to go look at the video. You'd have to go see the video. And then this one is just a corner. One that's folded down, and that's folded down. So you stick it on a corner. 1, 2, 3. Then however you want to stick it down. This is just a folded up like this. And it folds out like that. But you got all kinds of stuff here. Little Bingo pockets. And then on the back side, you got that. This is a belly band. So, and you just fold it up and then tie it off and add it as an insert. Hello, cat. Yeah, these are fun. These are fun to make. This is just a 12-inch piece of cardstock, and I'll show you how you do it. You go watch the video. There's a video on my channel. But you just take your piece of 12-inch cardstock and cut it at a slant, and then score it, and it folds like that. It's simple. You could either just tuck this in a spot. I would cover this if I was going to tuck it. Or you could glue it down and have it fold out. It just, yeah, this is how it's done. I would just cut it like, how do I do that? I went from here to here. I just cut like, I'll show you. Start at this corner, and then you end down here with a little bit of your edge still here, but it's like at an angle, like this. This would be good paper to use too, because it's, I'll show you. I'll just cut you one. Here, let me get this out of the way. I'll just cut you one and show you how it's done real quick, and then let me get this out of the way. Take your cutter here. Let's get this over there. Say we want this up at the top. Let's cut this strip off. We want this. Yeah, we'll leave half the butterfly. Or most of the butterfly. We're going to put that point there. Then we're going to pull this up to wherever we want it. Say I got maybe this much showing here. Can you see it? I got maybe, I'll show you when I cut it. See, I got this much showing on this side. So it's just cut like this at an angle. And then it has like 80 degrees today. It's supposed to be down to high of 58 tomorrow. So then you take your what do they call this thing again? It's 12 inches. So every 3, you score it. 6 and 9. And you can make these smaller too. You don't have to make them this big. You just do 3, 6, and 9. Score it. You don't have to use a great big giant sheet of 12 by 12. Fold it. Fold it. And fold it. See? Then you have this. A gigantic one. One that's really tall. But see, I wouldn't make it that tall. I'd do a smaller piece of paper. I'd cut the paper down into a square. And do that. That's it, you guys. If you got double-sided paper, it's even better. That's it. Or you could go it the other way. But that way. That's it. Scoreboard. Yeah, we got our AC on too, but tomorrow it's supposed to be high of 58. It's 80 today. Thanks, Stephen. Yeah, I just sit and play, you guys. Just sit and play with your stuff. You figure out ways of doing stuff. Different ways. You could take this, cut this off. Let's say I want a smaller one. Okay. And I get my scoreboard up here. I'd say, how wide is it? It's a little over 9. So let's just make it 9. You can have it fold 4, 3. Let's do every, it's 9 divided by 3. 3 inches. Oh, that isn't even straight. So come on. Cut a straight line. Whoa. Mamma mia. 3. Let's do just 3 folds. 1, 2, 3, 6, 3 and 6. And this is one of those. I could just do that. Take this one. Say I don't want it that tall. Say I just want 2. Say I don't want it that tall. I could just take my cutter and say, hey, I don't want it that tall because it's not going to fit in my journal. So I would bring it on here. I would take my corner there. Say I want that tall. So I'd stay on that corner. Then I'd just move this end down or up like this and cut it off. Now I got a smaller one, shorter one. See? Or this one, say, oh wow, this baby's way too tall. So I just stick it in here. Say, oh no, this is way too tall. Say, I don't want it that tall. Cut it down to where you want it. Now it'll fit in a journal. So there you go. like I said, and then you can take them and do whatever you want to them. Like this one, I added the string. You can add ribbon, made pockets, made a little pocket, 2 little pockets there, made a little booklet that you can open and they can write on it. That's Velcro. Made another little pocket. Then on the back sides, 2 writing spots like that. And that's it. It's just fun. This is a playing card on the front there. Yeah, it's a Velcro dot. Those little tiny sticky ones. Yeah, and this is just a film strip. Clouded film strip. So then I made it look like the hand sticking up. So when you fold it, it's just fun to play with. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. Kim, you're going to be here next week? Kim, you going to be? You should be, yes. Thanks for sharing these. You're welcome, Devin. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. If Kim is going to be here next week, depending on what she wants to do, I might just work on my journals. Or if she wants to do, I know she wanted to use her pancake maker. You're welcome in that. So we might do that. I would like to use my pancake maker and use the new things we got from Maddie. We did that class with the new these in it. The diamond rocks. We can make we can use the pancake maker. I'll just work on my journals and stuff in between now and next Wednesday. I might come on over and, and just work on my journals and this stuff. I do want to show you how to finish this off this way. I do want to do that, so I think I'm gonna work on that too. I might come on and show you. I love this journal. It's my favorite journal. I tell you guys that. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm tired and getting hoarse. So have fun making envelope stuff. Go look at my other videos. Like I said, there's a couple other videos on there that I've done stuff. Just throwing this away because I got enough scraps. And there's a video where I've done these. And there's a video where I've done other envelope stuff. Me and Kim done it, I think. Yeah, so there's all kinds of videos on there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to head out, and I will talk at you later. Have fun making envelope stuff. Be creative. And make up your own ideas. Okay? See y'all later.